Good morning again. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. We're having real life confessions about your life and your finances. And today, our confession is Facebook doesn't want us to be great. Like, I don't understand what's really going on. So, it's all right. It's 7:22. We won't be, as Lynn said, we won't be before you long. We're going to try to get this show on the road. Hopefully, we can, we'll be good to go. Lynn, did you get my invite? Thank you, Kim, for coming back. I appreciate you. I'm patient. I've been working with Facebook since 7:12 this morning. And so that just means it's going to be an amazing day.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, honey. Good morning. How you doing this morning?
Girl, yes, that's why you can't just depend on one technology. You got to have multiple because there's
I
all
got laptop, phone. I got so many digital stuff. I'm like, okay. But
right.
it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be, the show
Yes,
must go on, so it's gonna be a good day.
it is, guys. Good morning, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in with us as we work through these technical difficulties. We need one of those little things that pop up on the screen when we are going through those situations. But yes, guys, thank you. Your signal is weak due to the rain. Oh, okay. That may
Girl,
be
that's the
the
best nap ever. You better go take you a nap.
awesome, awesome, guys. So the trivia this morning, let's go ahead and do this thing. The trivia this morning, y'all don't want to miss this because this is crazy. On Sunday in Missouri, it's illegal for anyone to do what? Y'all better not do this on Sunday. You know
What?
we did it at. You cannot play hopscotch. It's against the law in Missouri on Sunday. What? what in the world? It don't
What
matter.
the devil?
It does not matter. The kids don't go outside anyway. I haven't seen anybody play hopscotch in so long, but it's against the law in Missouri to play on Sunday. I don't know why. Someone, you Missouriites, is that a word?
Yep, that's
Anyway,
gonna be a word today. Good morning, y'all.
yes, guys. So make sure you're not breaking the law in Missouri on Sunday. No hopscotch. All right. And the number two trivia. I don't know why this is against the law. I don't know why anybody is even doing it, y'all. But it's illegal to carry. Where is it illegal to carry old chewing gum stuck on your nose? First of all,
First of
why?
all, why is it on my nose?
Why? Anywho, somebody let us know. Somebody do the research because I didn't have time to. But this is against the law in Somalia. So maybe they're using it for some other purpose that we're not aware of.
I
I don't
don't know, honey. I guess in case you need it in the middle of the day, you got it right there on your face. I don't even.
ew, and ew. Just gross. But it's against the law. So somebody it's obvious that they were doing it, but it's against the law in Somalia. You can't carry old chewing gum stuck to your nose.
Just
Ew.
when you're
Anywho,
there, don't put your gum on your nose.
all right, y'all. Let's move right along to our quote for this morning. The quote today, of course, comes from Henry David Thoreau. I cannot make my days longer, so I strive to make them better.
There you go. There
Not
you
make
go.
longer, so I strive to make them better. So,
Yep.
in spite of technical difficulties we had this morning, we will strive to make our day better, and we hope that you do the same
It's
as
gonna
you
be a
progress.
great day. It's gonna be despite the fact I've been up since 4 a.m. It's gonna be an amazing day.
Yes, it will be. It will be amazing because your baby's on her way to Disney. So
Girl.
she'll be She will be fine. She will be safe, and she will have fun.
Hey,
And I'm not.
y'all saw the prayer when I dropped off for the Girl Scout trip. So this time it was a bus. So you know, honey, I prayed over the bus driver, all three. We can't be playing out here in these streets, honey.
Now, exactly. Not when it comes to your baby and
Mm,
anybody else. So everybody be safe out there in the streets. You saw the debacle yesterday here in Atlanta trying to get down I-20 with these folks. But anywho, I digress. Let's get on with our conversation this morning because we don't have as much time. But what I'll be talking about today is overcoming the hurdles and starting investing, because oftentimes there are so many things that we can be doing, but there are barriers, there are challenges and things that we think, right, that are holding us
mhm.
back that we can easily remove. It's like that dog being tied up with a string, but he doesn't know all he has to do is pull away from the string to get away. But he was
Mhm.
so being tied to that place that he doesn't move. So, guys, today what we're going to talk about are what are those hurdles? What are those barriers, right, that we can now overcome so we can start investing? Because investing, guys, is truly how we as a community will break what we call this wealth gap. That's how we will close it up, if you
Yep.
will, that bridge to close it up, because you have to start investing. Why? Because working for trading your time for dollars is not going to do it for us. Why? Because they're not paying us what we're worth. Truth be told, if we had that true confession and conversation this morning, who is really being paid what they're worth by their jobs? It's sick, right? It's sickening what they do to us. And then they add more job roles and responsibilities on top of, and then tell you it's in your job descriptions under other
Other
duties as a sign,
or
right?
as business dictates. That was my favorite word.
Exactly. So, guys, getting to investing is going to be the way that we are going to be able to make our money, keep our money, and grow our money without you having to trade your time for money. Is that not a great thing, right? So,
Yeah.
what's the number one hurdle? The number one hurdle, guys, and this is according to the research, and I do my research so that you'll know that Lynn is not just making these things up. Lynn is just not talking about her experience. These are not only things I
These are real.
experience. There's research out there that also supports and suggests that these are the things that are happening. So first and foremost, and it's not just with us for investing, it's with our money in general. Good morning, Shonda. Thank
Good
you for joining.
morning.
So focus, guys, or lack of focus, first and foremost, is a huge hurdle for many of us, right?
Yep.
And so notice what you're noticing. And why do I say that? So I have the best story. My sister, and you think about when you bought your current car, right? When you first bought your current car. And my sister bought this Carolina blue. It's about the color of my shirt. Well, not really the color of this shirt, but it's Carolina blue. You see
My
it.
favorite color. Thank you very much. But carry on.
I, Carolina blue Jeep, with the removable doors, the removable tops, and everything. And you see her coming down the road, and you be like, oh, that's her car, because you think no one else has that car. But what happens? You start seeing that car more and more and more,
Mhm.
right? You never noticed it before until you got it, right? And then you start seeing it. So when we talk about our investing habits, guys, what are those things that you're noticing in your thoughts? What are you noticing? The fact that you can't do this because of this, or I don't have this because of X, or they won't let me do this because of Y, right? Or
Yes.
that is what you're focusing on. Or are you on the other side of the camp where you're empowering yourself and saying, how can I now do this? How should I, right, make this happen for me? You see the difference in those two lines of questioning?
Mhm.
See, it puts you in a different position when you focus on those things that you want. So, what I'm suggesting to you today, guys, for those of you who are ready to start investing, but you didn't know where to start, make sure you pay attention to what you're thinking about. Always put your attention on what it is that you want versus what it is that you currently have. Now, that does not mean do not be grateful. By no stretch of the imagination, do not get it twisted. You absolutely must be grateful for what you currently have. But you also, right, guys, we're put here to continue to grow. We're not put here to become stagnant, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not put here just to stay in the same place that we are always in.
Mm-hmm.
If that were the case, you were born a baby, you would still be a baby.
Right.
But you're not. So there are some serious things that we need to pay better attention to, shall I say. I'm sorry, y'all. My son's teacher is actually posting his grades, and the notifications keep popping up on my screen. My baby has all A's. He's on the principal's honor roll, so I just wanted to throw that in there.
Hey, greatness is an amazing thing.
Focus, focus, focus. So getting back to this, right? So make sure you direct the focus within your life so that you are intentional in what it is that you're thinking about and the things that you will ultimately do, right? And the number 2 hurdle, guys, is our current operating system, right? So what do I mean by that? How are you currently doing things in your life, right? Our current operating system basically is going to govern the results that we get. So what is it that you're doing in your life that gives you the results that you're currently getting? Yes? So is it that you are intentional with every bit of your finances and you're going through this process and you designate from the very beginning that I have these monies that I'm going to set aside for investing, whether it's 5%, 10%, or 15%, you go through and you track every dollar, right? You know what's coming in and you know what's going out, and you don't have anything left over outside of that budget. Or is it the exact opposite? You just wait till Friday when your check comes in, and then you go ahead and spend and pay your bills and do whatever you need to do. And then when your account gets to zero, then you go get your credit card because, hey, I still need to get this, and you swipe that. And then this debt continues to mount and different things happen in our lives. See, guys, we have to be intentional. What is your current operating system? How do you do things? Are you paying attention to what it is that you're doing with your finances? Because investing is of utmost importance. Are you paying yourself first? We hear that over and over, right? We hear that over and over. You say, Lynn, I know. You telling me stuff I already know. I know, girl, but are you doing it? I know, sir, but are you doing it?
Mm-mm. Nope. Nope.
So that you can now do, guys, to get past these hurdles. The number 3 hurdle that I'm going to share with you this morning, guys, so we can get started investing, because it's imperative that we do this as a community. The number 3 thing, guys, is we got to notice not only what we're thinking, but we got to notice our fears. We got to notice our doubts. We got to pay attention to all of this, because I get it. It's just like when you go through the process of buying your home. And I know this, we bought a home in North Carolina before, we bought a home in Florida, we bought a home in Georgia. So we've purchased homes in different locations. Don't you know, in going through that process, we were all excited, right? It's exciting going to look for the house. It's exciting, talking to the realtors and having these conversations and sitting down and going through all the models and picking out what it is that you want in your home. But as soon as you sign on the dotted line at closing and you go home and lay down, and you get what we call buyer's remorse. You get sad because you start thinking, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to handle this?
Mm-hmm.
The same thing happens with investing, y'all. It's an emotional roller coaster. And you have to be ready for that, be prepared for it, and understand that you can overcome that. I'm telling you this, guys, not only because these are the facts from the research, but I'm telling you, I've experienced this myself. But I know how to help you push past that. So what are the things that I suggest that you do, or the recommendations, guys? First and foremost, you have to get clear. Get clear on what it is that you want to accomplish. And you all know my goal. One of my goals that I have set for my little one, in addition to my retirement goal, I have a goal for him. By the time he graduates from high school, I'll have $100,000 that I can give to him and say, hey, baby, what do you want to do? Right? Do you want to go to college, pay it off? Do you want to go and start your own company? He has that option. And I know that's my goal. I am clear on that. I've set a plan in place so that we can now accomplish that. We know that we'll have that. We'll be there well before he graduates. But do you have a goal? Are you clear on what it is that you want? How are we doing that, guys? How are we getting to that point? We are investing. There are different investing vehicles that we're doing to get there, but investing is the only way that I would be able to make that. Simply putting back monies into a savings account, guys, I calculated it out and I tried to do it. And even putting back $150 a month for 10 years would even get me a quarter of the way there. So the only way that I'm able to achieve that goal, guys, is to invest. And so what I had to do was to go through and actually learn what are those things I needed that are going to allow me to be able to realize those types of returns. And when I learned about all of those different things inside of the market, guys, that's what pushed me past so I can start investing. So how did I do that? The number 2 thing to get past this, guys, is you got to grow. You got to learn. You got to feed yourself. Remember, focus on what it is that you want. And how do you do that? By immersing yourself in the information, right? You immerse yourself day by day, week by week, month by month. You continue to do it. It has to be something that you do consistently, y'all. That's how you get to the point where you're able to invest. And the number 3 thing, guys, I know it's going to be scary when you first start out on this journey, and you'll go on that emotional roller coaster just like I did. But you got to do it afraid. It's as simple as that. Anytime you first start out doing something, we're teaching my baby how to ride without training wheels now. I'm more afraid than he is. But we got to do this thing, right? Because he don't need to be riding around at 13 years old with training wheels on his bike. Even though mommy would be perfectly fine with that, I'm sure he will not, right? So there's some things you got to do afraid. And once you get past that and feel the fear, then it becomes less and less. But there's some place, guys, you got to start somewhere. So how can you get started? You join a community, guys. You start reading. There's so much information out there for you. Or you can join us on June the 16th, where we'll actually be going through the process. Bring your laptop, bring your paper, bring your pen, bring whatever it is that you need to have in place, because we will help you to get through this investing. We will actually walk through the steps and start investing on that day. You will have what's your current operating system. We'll work through all of that in the room. If you're that person who needs a hands-on, right? You need somebody to help facilitate your learning process. Then I invite you to join us at the Circle and Moon on June the 16th. Go to bit.ly/Great Escape Mini. This is where we'll have this true do shop, y'all. It's a do shop where you'll actually come into the room and do the things that you need to do so you can start investing. We'll feel the fear together. Not only looking at investing, guys, looking at your finances, but we'll be looking at life systems, and we'll also be looking at your health. So there's a holistic approach that we're taking at this do shop that's now going to allow us to have a more, I won't say that your life is not complete now, but you'll have a different focus as your life is. I think that's a better way to say it, right? So make sure, yes, make sure that you are pushing through, guys. Even if you're not joining us at the do shop, make sure that you are doing something to get you to your next, because there's absolutely no excuse for us to continue in this same way. There's no excuse for us to continue to be broke, busted, and disgusted. There's no excuse for us to continue to be sick and tired of being sick and tired and not doing anything about it.
That's right.
We're ready to get in a room with a community of like-minded individuals Go ahead, go over to bit.ly/Great Escape Mini. Join us on June 16th. Save that date, y'all. Don't put anything else down there. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. Save June 16th, right? I'm
Buy
Lynn
your
Simmons,
ticket.
America's Found Coach. Guys, I thank you so much for joining us, but we have to do better as a community. There's no reason for us to continue to do what we've always done and think that we're going to get better. It's not going to happen that way. All right, Miss Co-host, I'm passing it off to you.
And then, guys, make sure not only you saving the date, but you're going there and purchasing your ticket. Early bird special ends June 1st, so make sure you get your ticket before June 1st so that you can join us. I'm excited to have you guys there. I'm excited. When I tell you I got an activity that I cannot wait to share, like I'm busting at the seams. So I'm ready for you guys to be there and to share. And so I'm excited. So the fearless thought for the day, Lynn doesn't know this, but hers is along the lines of mine, is that along what you're going to find along this fearless journey is that discipline is going to determine your destiny. Discipline is going to determine your destiny. Your discipline is going to determine how quickly you stop living in crazy, or how long it's going to take you to stop the crazy. Because here's what I know. And I know this because I've been there with a host of things. You can insert anything you want. I am so excited and gung-ho about this. I'm so gung-ho and excited about reading a book, starting a business, doing this new job, going here, doing that. But then when it comes, I can talk about it all day. But when it comes time for me to actually do the action, I'm like, man, look, I'm so tired. I don't want to do that. I don't feel like it. Or I talk myself out of it. But discipline is the key. It's the only thing that's going to get you from point A to point B. Because wishing and hoping never accomplished anything. Wishing and hoping got you sitting right where you're sitting at today, right? Wishing and hoping still has us living paycheck to paycheck. It still has us in the same crazy relationship. Wishing and hoping has us looking at ourselves crazy, like how in the world did I get myself in this exact same situation? Because I've had that conversation with myself, like, for real, JoJo, for real. We right here again, like this is number 2050 that we've been here, and you want to do it again? Discipline is going to determine your destiny. So what are you going to be disciplined about in your life to stop the crazy? What are you going to, what are you going to do that you're going to set yourself up for success? Because please understand what you're doing, what we have, and I'm including myself, what we have always done is set ourselves up for failure. We're great at that. Because when you're not planning anything and you're reactive instead of proactive, you are already setting yourself up for failure. I can guarantee it 100%. Not an issue that you're going to fail. If you don't think about your money ahead of time, guarantee it's not going to be what you thought it was. If you're not thinking about your life and your relationships ahead of time, guarantee it's not going to be what you want it to be. Again, take a look at your relationships around you. Did you pick, and the friends that you have, what are they adding to your life, and what are you adding to their life? Period. That's going to determine absolutely everything for you. Discipline and destiny. And along this way, like I said, people are going to watch you. I said this yesterday, they're going to watch you, and either they're going to come along with you or they're not. And they're going to see you become more disciplined. And the more disciplined you become, the more they're going to have something to say. Please understand that. The more they're going to have something to say, the more they're going to talk about you, the more they're going to complain to you. And that, my friend, is when you're going to have to decide what it is that you want to do. What it is that you want to do. Are you going to be sitting there hoping and wishing? Because are your conversations with your friends about hoping and wishing? Girl, I wish I had $1,000. I'd go over here. I wish I had some money. I'd go do this. When I stopped saying that and said, and Lynn said this too earlier, and I talk about it all the time. You change your words, you change your world. If you change what you're saying in that moment, your outcome is going to change in that moment. Instead of say, I wish I had, I say, let me sit down and figure out how I'm going to get this. And your mind always wants to give you an answer. It is there to help you. It loves to solve. Your brain is here to solve problems. So once you give it a problem to solve, then it's going to set about. But if you give your brain a problem and you instantaneously say, I can't, then your brain says, okay, cool. You didn't want my answer. I'm just going to sit down and not give it to you. So change your words around what it is. Your discipline is going to determine your destiny. Now, if you're happy on the road that you're on, please, by all means, continue. I don't want to hinder you at all. But I'm on a different road, so I appreciate you not hindering me. And we can carry on and love each other how we going. But if you want something different, please understand you're going to have the discipline it takes to get there. The discipline it takes to do the things that you need to do to get there. And on this fearless journey, Lynn and I have given you some steps that you have got to do. Lynn handles the financial and the technical side. I'm over here with the emotional and the mental side, because if it's not together, both of them have to coexist. They commingle, and they have to live together in complete harmony. If they do not, it ain't crazy will abound. At every end, it's going to be there. So that today, understand that your discipline determines your destiny. What are you going to be disciplined about today? What are you going to set out to say, I'm going to start this process, and this is how I'm going to finish it step by step. So I encourage everybody to get them a journal. I have like a gazillion, but I don't have any handy. And even if you don't have any handy, get you a nice little notebook. This is a nice little limestone. You like my limestone notebook?
It's lovely.
Thank you. I feel like Vanna White. But thank you, Cousin Carl. I'm glad you're not, honey. Crazy cannot run in our family. I am determined. I am building life legacies for my family. And my life legacy is starting with me. Right. Mama said on the road through hell, there's no speed limit. Gas that dude and ride.
Say that.
Go ahead, Mom. That's right. My mama said, gas that thing and ride. But that's true. Don't stop. Ain't nothing in there for you. Period. Unless you content being in there and being miserable. Ain't no reason to be in there. So get you a nice little notebook. Okay? Write down what you are determined to do today. What are you going to be disciplined about just today? If it's making that phone call that you've been trying to make, or is it completing just one thing that you know is going to start you on the road to your new destiny? Do that today. Well, Lynn, what are you giggling about? Because you over there like you just about to pass out.
Girl, I'm good. I'm just laughing at your cousin Carl. He told me he's not crazy. I don't know about that.
Cousin Carl, you got her with that slap sandwich the other day. She was like, JoJo, what's a slap sandwich? That's all right. We broke it down for a North Carolina style. Yeah, Kim, my mama is insane. She is hilarious. But guys, today I want you to know that discipline determines your destiny. What are you going to be disciplined about? Because we can be disciplined about going to the club. We can be disciplined about going out to eat. We can be disciplined about getting on Steve Madden shoes, some red bottoms. We can be disciplined about that Michael Kors pocketbook. We can be, and my weakness is the Goodwill. I can be disciplined to save my money to go to the Goodwill. But are you going to be disciplined about your destiny? Because you, my friend, are building life legacies for your family. And it becomes that simple. I'm building a life legacy for the Twitty, Waddell, Sanders, whatever last name you want to tack on to that. I'm building a life legacy for that. That Waddell Twitty name is very important to me. And we are building life legacies over here. My daddy and my grandfather didn't give me that name for nothing. And it is my job, my duty, my honor to make sure it is still standing strong. So we are building life legacies over here. And if I want my destiny to be something great with the Twitty Waddell name, then I've got to be disciplined to make that happen. So to know today, guys, that you are building life legacies for your family, Please be disciplined to carry that out. Your children are watching, your family, they are watching you. And the more disciplined you become, the more structured you become, the more they will follow behind you. Remember, follow the leader? You're the leader. Tag, you're it. They're going to follow you. They are going to follow you. All right, guys, that is it for the Fearless Thought for today. I hope everybody has a great, great Wednesday, and it is pouring rain. So I think I wish I could take a nap before I go to work, because this girl been up since 4 a.m., honey. The struggle is all the way real. But don't forget, y'all, to share this video. And I need y'all to share it, because I ain't seen no sharing going on here lately. Make sure you share the video. This all family. We need to make sure folk out here getting what they need to get from us. So, because it's all about, now that you know, it is your responsibility to go out and tell somebody else and share it with somebody else. So if your friends and family do not have Facebook, that's our YouTube channel. Make sure they can binge watch. And I'm in the process of loading videos right now. That's why I keep looking over here so my screen don't black out. I just loaded about 8 more videos from the morning show. We're about 110, 12, 15 strong. So they can binge watch. Leave my counting alone, Lynn. Let me be. They can binge watch the Fearless Morning Show, guys. June 16th, please make sure you come out to the Circle and Moon, the Great Escape Mini with Lynn and I, so we can give you some of this stuff in person. And we have a blueprint. Lynn has a financial blueprint. I have a life blueprint where you can write it out. We made it all nice and pretty, so you ain't even got to worry about nothing. You can fill it out and make it happen for you so that you can be disciplined in your destiny. Because sometimes all it takes, and I'm sure Lynn would agree, is writing it out so that you can see it. Because if it's all up here, sometimes it doesn't seem real. So you need to make sure you need to put it on some paper, dog, because then it becomes real. Y'all know my sticky notes. Stick no sticky notes up somewhere. Mama, and my mama said, don't hit your brakes. It might catch up with you. Keep going. Ain't no need. Thank you, Mom. Ain't no need to slow down. Keep going. She said it best. Hit that gas. Ain't no speed limit in hell. If you're going through, you might as well keep on going. Ain't no need to stop now. So, God, thank you for, I was going to take a sip of water. Thank you for joining the Fearless Morning Show. I am so glad and thankful that you guys show up every morning at 7:15 and are here with us as we go through technical difficulties every morning. I'm thankful. I'm grateful that you are here. I love everybody on here, but please, I would love you even more. I love to see you June 16th. Y'all come out and see us. Show us some love at the Circle and Moon Great Escape Mini so that we can get you guys for real set up on this Be Fearless journey. Anything else, Lynn, before I go?
No, guys, we just want to see you June 16th. Say that date. Go put it on your calendar. Go to bit.ly/Great Escape Mini.
And buy your tickets. Bring your friend, tell her. And I got to say this because it's burning in my soul. Please don't say, JoJo, what the world. I know Lynn about to call me and say, JoJo, you shouldn't have said that, but it's burning in me, Lynn. I still can't say it. Never mind.
But what is it now?
I can't say it on TV. I can't. But tell a friend, tell a foe, tell all your sisters and your brothers to come out. Tell all of your friends. See, I told you I couldn't say it on TV. To come out to the Circle and Moon. Bring somebody with you. It is better when you have a partner. Bring somebody with you so that you can work on this thing together. So make it a Be Fearless journey, a collaborative effort. I told you, Lynn, it was burning, but I'm holding on. I'm yet holding on.
I got it.
Aren't you proud of me?
Yeah.
Because if your mama watched the show, I don't want her calling me saying that, JoJo, let's have a word of prayer. I don't need that. I need your mama to be on my good side because she can get a prayer through. So that's what I need. I love you, Miss Cousin Carl. Have a good day. Be careful out there in those streets. All right, guys, you have an amazing day. We'll see you bright early here tomorrow morning at 7:15. Have a good one.
Signing off.